Good evening, everybody. I'm Coach Barber. I coach the Mid-Carolina middle school football team. I'm going to be honest. All the years, I say a lot of things. There's always a new first. There's always one thing that a group does better than others. But I'm going to tell you the work ethic of this crowd. Y'all know I'm very high intensity when I'm out on the football field. But there's not very many times that I had to put my foot in the rear end to get people going. The leadership from these 8th graders was outstanding. My first year that I moved from science into PE was their 6th grade year, and I knew there was something special about this group. And that's rang true over the last 3 years. I never had to worry about if somebody was going to get going, because a lot of times the 8th graders, the leaders on this team, was going to jerk a knot in their tail before I was. So, high character young men, great work ethic, can't say enough about them. I just hate that the season did not reflect how hard we worked and how much work we put into doing that. But at the same time, we completely revamped an offense in a very short amount of time. And it took us a little while to get rolling, but once we figured it out, we got going. And offensive line guys, you can attest to this, we basically did everything backwards from what we used to. Right? So once it's going to take you a long way. Y'all going to keep building on it. We're going to keep running it, and you're going to be very successful because of your work ethic. Just remember this: success is not final, and failure is not fatal. Just make sure that you keep working and continue to be great. All right, I'm going to start out with my awards. I'm going to start with the highest academic average because you are student first, athlete second. If we can't get it done in the classroom, we're not doing it. Okay? This young man, I'm going to be honest, I think the only way he could have been beat would have been had a tie, pretty much. So, without further ado, Mr. Bryce Roof. Defensive lineman of the year, this young man was the leading tackler for the defensive line, as well as the most tackles for a loss. This young man did not come off the field a whole lot. Great work ethic again, got after it every chance he had. Young man is Landon Temple. Defensive back award. This young man led the entire team in tackles. He had 23.5 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception. Down in the red zone against Whitemo to keep him from going in and scoring, and kept it to a one-score ball game, gave us a chance to go down and try to win it. This young man's phenomenal. Got big things going for him in the future. Defensive back of the year is Mr. Ryker. Offensive lineman, the big nasties. All right, we were a little outsized up front this year. I'm not going to lie. All right, but his height and his heart made up for a lot of it. He probably got tired of me moving him around at the beginning of the season, still trying to work out the kinks in the new offense, this, that, and other. But I put him at pulling guard, and man, he took to it like a fish in water, pulling around, getting after it, blocking way downfield on big-time plays. You know, I took him away from a glorious position, a tight end, where he could have caught some touchdowns. But man, high character, high work ethic, leader on the team, Mr. Quinn Cook. Off VP, okay? Young man actually led the team, the offense in yards per carry with 8.8 yards, finished with 308 rushing yards on 35 carries, 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 kickoff return for a touchdown. Had him at wing back, didn't mind hitting people on top of it. Kid didn't come off the field. I've already talked about his accolades. I'm not going to make him wait any longer. MVP, Mr. Ryker. Guys, I'm going to finish out with this. If you're not participating in spring sports, that weight room's open 3 days a week. Don't let any other team outwork you in the state. Everybody else is doing it. You make sure you get in there and you do it the right way all the time. The only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. Don't give up on your dream to be the greatest football team that you can be. Hold each other accountable, because successful teams don't happen by accident. They're not born. they're made.
Mindset. But coming into the season, winning or losing, I wanted to teach our student athletes to work hard, on and off the court, believe in one another, and never give up. Let me tell you, this group of guys never gave up. We gave it 100% every single day. No questions asked. So this year we ended the regular season with a winning record, ending up in fourth place, receiving a home playoff game in the first round. After winning our first playoff game, we made it to the following weekend to play for our divisional championship down in Newberry. We beat Gilbert in the second round to make it to the championship game to play Newberry. These guys fought hard. We were down by 10 coming into halftime. These guys dug deep, never giving up. One time, came back to take the lead. At the end of the game, with time expiring, we were up by 1 point. Newberry came down the court, shooting the buzzer beater, making the final shot, beating us by 1 point. I think 33-32. While the winning shot definitely hurt, I could not have been more prouder of these guys, the hard work that they put in throughout the entire season. It just goes to show that with hard work and dedication, anything is possible, and it pays off in the long run. This group of young men is a prime example of hard work pays off. Now, to the part everybody's waiting for, is our awards. I'll start off with the Rebel Award. Of course, like everyone said, a great mindset, does everything right, on, off the court, walking down the hall. Just an all-around great young man. And the Rebel Award goes to Bryce Ryker. Our best offensive award, just like many other sports where we have athletes that not come off the court, this young man didn't want to. You asked him if he needed a break, it wouldn't happen. I know he averaged a double-double. Was just a presence whether he had the ball in his hand or not. Best offensive award goes to Landon Kimball. Best defensive award. The best way to describe this young man is a motor that does not quit. Sweet Jesus. We can run 15 laps up and downs, then practice an hour and a half, and it don't stop. I don't know what y'all feel. But he'd run through a brick wall if you wanted him. Ryker was